good. Okie dokie. Now, here is a histogram. The question asks you to make a histogram. So it gives you a list of numbers. These are distances and miles traveled to the workplace by 18 employees. So I give them to you just all mixed up, and it asks you to draw the histogram using an initial class boundary of 1.5 and a class width of 9. Note that you can add or remove classes from the figure. Label each class with its endpoints. Okay? So the important things that we're going to need are that our initial class boundary is 1.5, and it just tells you that. There's not any way you're going to know that from this set of data. You just go with what they told you. And they're telling you to use a class width of 9. It's generally considered good practice to have somewhere between 5 and 20 classes altogether. And so they've created this so that you will fall into that range, but they've told you where to start and how big to make your classes. Label each class with its endpoints. Okay? So here is a histogram, a blank histogram. Our endpoints are going to be starting with 1.5, and then our class width being 9, you add the class width to the left endpoint to find the beginning of the second class. So since we're adding 9, let me switch that up. Since our class width is 9, I take 1.5 plus 9, get 10.5. Plus 9, get 19.5. Plus 9, plus 9, and plus 9. Continue adding classes until the highest observation is covered. So if you look at it, my highest observation was 40. So I want to make sure that I have room to get the 40 onto the graph. Okay? Then we're going to sort the data in order from lowest to highest. Once you do that, it becomes easier to count up however many you have in each class. So the first class is from 1.5 up to 10.5. So we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, cut off before the 11. So there are 7 items in the first class. From 10.5 up to 19, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, from 11 to 16. From 19.5 to 28.5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. From 28.5 to 37, we have the 32 and 37. And then finally, in that last class, we have only the last number, the 40, so there's just 1. So the frequency is really the count of how many times that number showed up in the list. So I'm sorry, not that number, but numbers in that range showed up in the list. Okay? Then we go to the frequency graph, and I wasn't able to access an actual problem where I could show you how to actually build this frequency distribution, but I believe you click on it and just drag up to the height. So here we have 7 in the first category, so I drag up, see the 7 on the vertical scale. So this one needs to match it at 7. And the second category had 4, so I'm going to drag this one up to 4. And the second one had 4 and then 2 and then 1 to match our frequency distribution over here on the chart. So here are the numbers where it's just the chart. It's called a frequency distribution. And over here in the picture it's called a histogram. And the histogram is always the vertical measurement is the count or frequencies, and the horizontal measurement is the classes, starting with your lowest class, adding on the class width each time until you get up to have included the highest observation.